Delicious moist and homemade red velvet cake is a perfect food to share with that special loved one. Red velvet cakes have been very popular since the 18th century. The red color portrays the color of love. Here is a simple moist red velvet cake recipe that you can make at home for your loved one. Ingredient: 250 grams of all-purpose flour, 5 grams of baking soda, 5 grams of baking powder, 5 grams of salt, 15 grams of unsweetened cocoa powder, 400 grams of sugar, 336 milliliters of vegetable oil, 2 eggs, 10 milliliters of vanilla essence, 15 milliliters of red food coloring, 15 milliliters of white distilled vinegar, 20 milliliters of plain hot coffee. Cream cheese frosting makes this cake even more delicious. To prepare the cream cheese frosting, you will need 28 grams of cream cheese, 15 milliliters of milk, 50 grams of softened butter, 220 grams of powdered sugar, 5 milliliters of vanilla essence. Directions: preheat the oven to 325 F. Grease 2 9-inch baking pans using a little oil and dust the insides with a little flour. In a bowl, sift together the flour, baking powder, cocoa powder, baking soda and salt. Separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. Use an egg beater to beat the egg whites into stiff peaks. Add the red food coloring to the egg whites and beat for a minute more. In a separate bowl, beat the egg yolks with the sugar. Add the oil to the mix and beat some more to dissolve the sugar and get an emulsion. Add the coffee to the mix and beat well. Add the distilled vinegar and mix well. Take the mixed dry ingredients and add them to the wet ingredients using a little at a time. Mix well after each addition. Pour the prepared batter in the greased baking pans. Bake in the preheated oven for 30 to 40 minutes. Once the cake is done, the top is springy, take it out of the oven and cool on a wire rack. Preparation: cream cheese frosting. In a bowl, mix the cream cheese, milk and butter and beat them well. Add the vanilla essence and sugar. Beat on low to medium speed to get a thick and smooth mix. Decorating the cake. You can decorate the cake by stacking one on top of the other with a layer of frosting in between. Cover the cake with the rest of the frosting on all sides and chill for a few minutes before serving. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more recipes. The recipe is in the description below.